What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again to the power of the internet. And yes, I shaved, and we'll talk about that in a second. This is my vlogging series. I call it my rambling series, in which I talk about myself and life and the universe and things that are particularly interesting to me. I hope you enjoy that kind of thing. If you do, please bear with me and enjoy this video. I do tend to talk about myself pretty much exclusively, though, in the stuff that I like. So I hope that doesn't seem too self-centered. I do want to talk about me a little bit tonight. I want to talk about the beard. I want to talk about video games. I want to talk about this upcoming fall season for video games. I want to talk about the YouTube channel and the way I've been doing it lately. I want to talk about Twitch television. I want to talk about YouTube in general. I want to talk about a lot, so buckle in, and let's have some fun. Now, number one, yes, I shaved. Boogie, why did you shave? Did you buckle to peer pressure? Actually, the majority of people like the beard even as wild as it was. My original intention was to try to trim, which is why it stayed as long as it did. It still just kind of looks dirty and messy. There's no good... Basically, I'm aware of the fact that I'm not a very attractive person, and no matter what I do is not great. But the real reason I shaved is because, and you've seen this on my face before, ever since I was a little kid, I've had this chronic like skin infection, fungal thing that shows up every once in a while, mostly on my scalp and my face, and it started to appear under the beard in a couple of places, so I just knew I had to shave it. I may grow it back out, I may not, I don't know. I think I look best with about a little longer than this and not much more. But at the end of the day, I wanted to try something new. It's the first time I've ever been able to grow a beard, and so it's the first time it ever got longer than it is now. So I just wanted to have fun with it, and we did. It was a fun experiment. That era of our life of the YouTube channel will always be known as the beard era, forever and ever. I miss the beard, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to talk about it down below. That's fine. That's fine. But video game season is upon us, and last week started with some big drops. The Hearthstone expansion was one of them. Until Dawn dropped, which we streamed the entirety of that game, 6.5 hours on Twitch on Saturday. I had about 7 of my best friends over, and we sat down and we played that game together, and we streamed all of our reactions to this scary storytelling video game. Really interesting game. I might mention that in an upcoming video, but it was kind of a storytelling horror game, and it was a really good story. There's not much action to it. It's a lot like Order 1886 was, except they didn't bill it as an action title, and they didn't really try to make you think that. Like, this is a storytelling game similar to Heavy Rain, and that's what you're getting. And I think the marketing on that was the best. Well, there's very little marketing. You had to discover it Until Dawn yourself. I don't know. PlayStation didn't push it at all. But it was a fun experiment. We had several thousand people come in. We had a lot of fun doing it. My friends had a blast. We got to see people do a bunch of jump scares. What a wonderful time. I want to do more stuff like that. I really do. With this season for video games, I will be very busy. And I would say that I would be working a lot, but I often don't feel like this is work. This can be very stressful for me, especially with my anxiety issues and things along that lines. And it can be very time consuming because I often put 40 or 50 or 60 hours a week into this. But it's not like the other jobs that I had. Washing dishes in a restaurant, working security, working retail. Those jobs were like, they felt like work. I did not want to be there. I was exchanging my time for money. This is a passion of mine. And a wise man says, if you do for a living what you are passionate about, then you'll never work a day in your life. And I genuinely get that now because I'm very passionate about making videos. I'm very passionate about sharing my life with you and learning about your life. I'm very passionate about playing video games and talking about them or streaming them for you. And I love that. I just love it so much. So it never feels like, oh, I have to go do that. Sometimes I get a little down on myself, and sometimes like the negative comments like get into my head sometimes. And a lot of people say, Boogie, why do you look at the comments then? It's like having a scab. And, you know, you worry at the scab, or it's like having a cut in your mouth and you keep putting your tongue against it over and over and over again. Like every once in a while, you know it's going to hurt, but you do it anyway, and you just can't stop yourself. I know a lot about that with the food. Yeah, sometimes that gets to my head, and it's stressful, and it makes me feel sad about myself, and makes me feel sad about life, and makes me feel sad about stuff. But it's still the best job in the world. It's still the best job in the world for me. It's a perfect fit. So we'll be putting a lot more time into this upcoming season, a lot more streaming hours in. And I want to try to get my gameplay channel back up and running. And a lot of you right now are saying, Boogie, you have a gameplay channel? Well, that's a fair question because I haven't updated it in 2 years. Oops. So, of course, that's a fair reaction. I'm going to list the link in the description box below. You can look at the old videos I made 2 years ago. I'm curious as to whether or not you think that would be a thing you'd like to watch me do. Take a look at some of those videos and then come back here and tell me if you like them and if you think I should try again. If you regularly watch me on Twitch, don't worry, I don't want to abandon Twitch. I will have to juggle some time around to try to find time to make videos for that channel. But here's my reasoning. Right now on Twitch, I will have maybe 1,200 to 2,000 people watching me at any given time. And I'll stream for 2 or 3 hours at a time. And those old videos on that gameplay channel got 10,000 views instantly. Sometimes 20,000, sometimes 30,000. It seems like more people can watch the entertainment and enjoy the entertainment if I do it that way. So I want to try to do both, obviously, so that more people can enjoy it. I'll use some of the stream material to put over there and maybe archive the streams there. Do anything that allows that channel to be revitalized because I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to play more video games. I want to create more videos. I want to stream more stuff. I want to entertain you more. I want to be in your life more. I just want to do more. Unfortunately, I want more food, which I can't have, and that's a big problem. But for the most part, I just, man, I've got a bit of a lust for life. And like some people, one person on my subreddit said last week that they have trouble connecting with me because it doesn't seem like I'm as depressed as I used to be. And you know, I said to that person, depression is a chronic issue. Depression is never going away for me. I'll always deal with it. I just learned a lot of cool and interesting tools to deal with my chronic illness, my chronic issues in my brain. And that's what I'm trying to do with everything. I'm trying to do that with anxiety. I'm trying to do it with the overeating. I'm trying to do every day. I learn a new lesson about myself. I learn a new lesson about this brain. I learn a new lesson about what I need to do better and what I need to change every single day. And it's like building, something out of Legos. But every day you put in a new brick, and every day you put in a new brick, and sometimes you have to take it apart because the work you did was wrong. But you build and you build and you build and you build, and one day you've got the Taj Mahal. One day, you got the pyramids. And that's my goal: is to build the pyramids, a brick at a time, a brick at a time, a brick at a time, every day. A brand new video, a new stream. Trying to learn how to eat better and eat differently and get my brain to allow me to do it and try to fight the depression every day. And right now, a lot of people are seeing the beginning of that building. They're seeing the beginning of my happiness in these rambling videos and in my videos in general. And they're seeing that some of the weight is coming off, even though it's hard to talk about that. And people are seeing that I'm in less pain because I've learned pain management theories and regimens, and we're doing different stuff. And I'm happy. I'm still really sad. And I probably always will be. But I'm also happy. That's that dichotomy of me that's so difficult for a lot of people to comprehend. I like some of the things Donald Trump says, but I really don't like a lot of the things Donald Trump says, I like some of the things Bernie Sanders. I really don't like some of the things Bernie Sanders says. I don't hate anybody. There's just people I'm aware of, both the good and the bad. It's hard. It's hard to get into that mindset, but that's the mindset I've always been in. That's the mindset I guess I'll die in. I look at both sides of everything, even the things I love and even the things I don't love. And and unfortunately, that's true of myself, I guess. Speaking of pain, that's something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. As you guys know, I'm in a lot of pain, and we've talked about it a little bit. It debilitates my ability to walk. Sometimes on Sundays, it keeps me from even being able to stand for very long. I have the lymphedema in my legs, and that's complicated by venous insufficiency, which causes my legs to be discolored and swollen. A lot of you saw that in the video in which I dove into the swimming pool there. I have a lot of lower back pain because my back just can't carry this weight, and my feet swell so bad it's difficult to wear shoes, so I tend to pretty much wear slippers all the time because shoes are uncomfortable. And I just, I'm supposed to have my legs above my heart a minimum of 12 hours a day. So I'm in bed about 10 hours a day, and I try to lay around a little bit, but I want to work. I want to get up and I want to do things. I want to consume media and make videos and have fun. I don't want to lay in fucking bed, you know, and I don't want to spend the last years of my life sleeping, you know. And it's all a bit of a juggle. But I've controlled my pain almost exclusively with over-the-counter drugs. And we're talking like naproxen and ibuprofen and things along that lines. And these days, it really only barely takes the edge off. Not too long ago, I had a doctor prescribe me a very low-level drug. I think it was hydrocodone. And that is a habit-forming drug. And I'm like so afraid to ever take it. I'm like so afraid to ever take it. And I don't even know that I could get more if that was an option. Because I come from a long line of alcoholics, and I come from a long line of people with prescription pill addiction, and I come from a long lines of, I mean, look what I did with food. Look what I did with food. This is why I'm a teetotaler. I don't drink. I smoked pot all of twice in my life, and I really did not care for it. I'm afraid of what I'll do with drugs and alcohol. I'll never try anything hard ever in my life. I don't want to. I never smoked because I knew better. I knew that I have a habitual personality, and I will habitually do things, and I would have difficulty not doing it. I almost think in the next year or so I might get to the point that is a thing I have to do. I don't want to, but I think it might be something I have to do as part of the process of losing weight, because I can't exercise otherwise. I can't exercise very well. But if I have that medicine, maybe that will help. It's a tough decision. It's a tough decision. And I'll tell you, if you're not, this is as good as time as any to remember, if you're not as big as me, try not to get as big as me. And if you can lose the weight right now, if you can do that, try every day. At least try to stop gaining if you're that kind of person. Try to lose some of the weight if you can. If you're not overweight and you're healthy, try to stay healthy. Do things that are going to keep you healthy, because your health is so important. Your health is so important, and you don't want to do the thing. You don't want to face the things I'm facing every day. So, like, do me proud, but do it for you. Don't do it for me. Be awesome. Be awesome every day. And remember, it's just a little Lego brick every single day. You put another brick in, you build another brick, another brick, another brick, and one day you're looking at a skyscraper. You know? Every day. Every day. Every day until you're dead. That's being an adult, right? Do it every single day until you've built something great. And that's what I'll lead you with right now. I don't know why I'm talking about Lego so much. I'm not I'm not getting paid. A lot of people are like, Boogie, you make a lot of videos that, you know, like mention products or mention things. I just like to talk about stuff. They're not paying me anything. In fact, I have to disclose if they're paying me. If money is being exchanged, I have to list it as a paid promotion. And if I don't, I get into a lot of trouble. So, like, I think you can go to jail for doing that. If not, I know you can get sued for a lot. And it's never going to be worth a couple of $100s to try to deceive you. I'm always going to obey the law. I'm going to obey the law. I didn't obey the law the 2 times I tried marijuana because it wasn't legal then. But it was like 20 years ago, and I think there's a statute of limitations on it, so fuck you. All right. If Snoop Dogg can mention it and get away with it, I don't know why I can't mention it. Hey guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for making it all the way to this 14-minute video. What are you trying to build out of your life? What are you trying to make? If you can use the word build, maybe you're building something in Minecraft, or maybe you're building something in Legos, maybe you're building something in your life, maybe you build stuff for a living. Use the word build in your comment, and I'll know that you made it all the way to the end of this ridiculous, self-indulgent 14-minute video. Thank you for watching. I love you so much, and I'll speak with you again soon. Hey, somebody mentioned last week, you don't have to thank us for watching the Rambling videos. We love them. Hey, man, I love you too, and that's why I thank you. All right? See ya.